Welcome back to our channel, and thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting us. But if you have not subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so. And God bless Biafra. Ise. The Fulani terrorist Nigerian Army Chief, Lieutenant General Yahya Farouk, wept as they fail to replicate what Fulani terrorists are doing in southern Kaduna in Biafra land. And he lamented that it is all because of IPOB and Eastern Security Network resistance that they wish that the Fulani military could replicate the same thing happening in southern Kaduna in Biafra land. And Buhari impostor is not happy because he thought by now that keeping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu illegally in jail, solitary confinement, and torturing him will make him back down and allow Fulani terrorists have their ways in Biafra land. But he's shocked that despite all their plans, everything failed because IPOB and Eastern Security Network refused the takeover of Biafra land by Fulani terrorists. According to reports, something truly abnormal is happening in southern Kaduna as we explore the depth of hell in the Nigerian Middle Belt. A genocide is taking place in southern Kaduna Christian community and sponsored and supported by fake Buhari's led Fulani jihadist Nigerian government. For some reasons, any journalist, researcher, activist, or civil society operator who decides to investigate, research, report on, or just speak loudly about the genocide going on in southern Kaduna or Biafra land tends to end up threatened, dead, or exiled. Just as the Yoruba freedom fighter Sunday Igboho exiled in Benin Republic. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kidnapped from Kenya, extraordinary rendition to Nigeria, and illegally detained in solitary confinement since June 2021 by the Fulani Nigerian government. You know, the former central bank governor, deputy governor rather, Obadiah Melafia, who is now late, played a central role in putting together the silent slaughter report that got Nigeria temporarily placed on a special U.S. diplomatic notice list. He died a few months later under unclear circumstances. Journalist and Southern Kaduna advocate Stephen Cephas extensively reported on genocide attack in the area. He was forced to flee after surviving 3 separate attempts on his life, including a chlorine gas attack on his bedroom. Just as many Biafran youths, Biafran women, are languishing in solitary confinement cell because they have refused the Fulani Janjaweed to take over our ancestral lands. West African Weekly contributor and 2015 CNN African Journalist of the Year, Ibanga Iseni, embarked on an extensive investigation about the killings in 2021. He too was forced to flee Nigeria after his sources began dropping dead one after the other. civil society advocates, and Southern Kaduna indigene Indi-Kato continue to speak loudly about the genocide attack. For her troubles, she regularly faces intimidation and anonymous threats. Abuja's beloved street reporter and Southern Kaduna native Bevan Magoni delves into the ongoing horror story of Southern Kaduna from the point of view of the victims themselves. This is exactly what fake Buhari wanted in Biafra land. But that plan failed because Çụ́kwúòkìkè gave us IPOB and Eastern Security Network to stop them. So they resorted in using the Fulani terrorist Nigerian army to be killing innocent Biafrans and helping the Fulani terrorists to sneak in at the dark of the night and commit the havoc. But all their plans have failed. That's failed. Southern Kaduna blood, tears, anger, features never before seen live footage of multiple terror attacks across Southern Kaduna aimed at depopulating areas inhabited by Christians, traditionalists, and indigenous ethnic populations so as to artificially alter the population demographics and population or political balance of Kaduna State in favor of Fulani Muslims, which is exactly what they want to do in Biafra land and in Yoruba land. They want to do the same thing. But IPOB stood their ground and chased the Fulani terrorists out of Biafra land. It will never work for them. There will be trouble if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu dies in detention. Inter-Society Group warns the Fulani jihadist Nigerian government. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is the leader of IPOB, has been in solitary confinement at the detention facility of the criminal DSS since June 2021. A human rights organization, the International Society for Civil Liberties and Rule of Law, Inter-Society, warned the Fulani Nigerian government that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must not die in custody. Inter-Society's board chairman, Chief Emeka Umeagbalasi, advised the Fulani Nigerian government that instead of holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in perpetuity, it should start reconciling with aggrieved citizens of Nigeria to those tensions in the zoo called Nigeria. Inter-Society also called for the release of all other pro-Biafra agitators held in various detention facilities without trials. The criminal DSS has the capacity to give medical treatment either in Nigeria or outside Nigeria. The consequences of dying in detention will be far-reaching. Speaking on the 2023 elections and insecurity, Inter-Society called for the removal of 1,500 military checkpoints and 4,000 police checkpoints in southeast and south-south region of Nigeria. Those checkpoints have been converted to extortion points. State actors and non-state actors in southeast jointly killed 1,700 civilians and abducted 1,800 Biafrans in 2022 only. My brothers and my sisters, you can see how many checkpoints they have in Biafra land. Over 5,500 military and police checkpoints in Biafra land, just because they want to stop Biafra restoration, just because they want to forcefully steal our land, our ancestral land, and settle their Fulani terrorists. But it will not work. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching this video, and bye-bye for now.